Hello, everyone. Going to allow for some time for people to get the notification that we've started sprints. I do see that people are already saying hello, already letting us know what they're getting up to. Let me rearrange myself as I'm getting started. Let me know how everybody's doing. How are you guys today? Long time no see for some of you. Happy Pride weekend, happy Pride month, and also happy Caribbean American Heritage Month. I keep forgetting that, but hope everyone is having a lovely weekend, whether you're participating in TBRathon or if you're participating in the amazing Readathon. Everything is linked below. I double checked. And so if you don't know what Amazing Readathon is and you're thinking, I'd really like to join in the fun this month in June because it is a June Readathon specifically, be sure to check out the description and you will find the link there. Hello, everyone. I see quite a few familiar faces saying good morning. I do see one. Coy is reading Reading Camp by L.C. Rosen. So this is what's his name? Lev C. Rosen, isn't it? There's another, I think I'm missing another letter though. Lev A.C. I knew it. I was like, there's another letter in there. Lev A.C. Rosen. And actually, it's called Lion's Legacy. It looks like it's a sci-fi book that he wrote, and that has been really interesting to me. But I think Reading Camp isn't that like either a YA or middle grade, I think, by him. He's great with historical mysteries for those who are interested. That just kind of popped up for me. I see a few more like happy Saturdays. Yes, it's great that it's the weekend for many of us. I think at this point, everyone across the world is in the weekend. However, some it might be late Saturday, might even have gotten into, Sunday already. Hopefully not. Good morning, Jessica. Hello, Tea Party. Good morning, Virginia. You're working on Here We Go Again. That is awesome. Catching up on Summer Game Fest coverage. Cool. Good afternoon. Hello, Ren. Listening to The Girl with a Thousand Faces. That is so interesting that you say this because this morning I do have a little bit of admin I want to get done. My plan is to read the Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances. I'm actually hoping to finish it on these sprints. We'll see what happens. I think I could. I think it's possible because I have my final recording for Not Reading for Content, and that's our book club book. So I need to make sure I finish it before I record with Danny today. But I do have to get other things done, including solidifying what the book club is reading for my YouTube memberships. And this was suggested. I'm not sure. I'm trying to give a balanced list of 3 very different types of horror because in September we are reading horror novel. But yeah, I don't know, but I was like, that was one that I noticed. So that's pretty cool. Susie's here. Hello. You started 2 new books. Very nice. The names, that one has been everywhere for sure. Hello to Neil. Working on Done and Dusted. Awesome. Eliza made it. Hello. Glad to have you. I see that Julia's here too. Hello. Hopping in. But you're going to be heading out for lunch. I have a great time. And the aquarium. Oh my gosh. I remember I went to, when I was living in California for a brief period of time, we went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium and it was really nice. It was really fun. Hello, Bree. Hope you're doing well. I see Joni's here too. Good morning. Oh, you're eating oatmeal. Lovely. I've been like snacking this morning, not really having an actual sit down breakfast, even though I've got fruit, I've got yogurt. I don't know what I'm doing. But that means lunch is probably going to be a nice hearty meal. And so that's probably what I'm going to have. I might have an early lunch in like an hour or two. Hello, Ak. How are you? We've got Temmie here. Good morning. Getting ready to go to Pilates. Oh my gosh, so fun. Enjoy. And then we also have Joe here, or is it Yolan? I'm always uncertain depending on the channel names. First time joining. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Thanks to Escape. Though I was on a different team. Totally fine. No worries. Were you on the winning team, by the way? Because that was announced. And I'm asking that, and that obviously suggests that my team didn't win. We did a great job, though. Got on your content and loving it. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, participate in TBRathon. It honestly is so flexible, and you can definitely join now because it's just year round. You can do whatever you want. Bethany's here. Hello. reading Heat of the Everflame. Very nice. And you were doing some tasks for Tarot Readathon, which is also going on. Awesome. I see that we have Levy here too. Hello. Good morning. It's not the morning for you though, is it? Good morning, Fish. Hope you're doing well. Snuggled in your chair in your library. You got both the cat and the dog snuggling with you. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous of that. That sounds so lovely. Brie is finished making steak tacos for breakfast. Oh, that actually sounds really nice. Listening to By the Orchid and the Owl. Oh, that sounds really sweet and kind of whimsical, maybe. I'm not sure. I've never heard of that title before. Jess, it is the weekend, but it's the first weekend of the month, which means I'm at work. Boo hiss. Oh, no. Yeah, that's quite sad. I'm pretty fortunate. I don't have any weekend shifts for the first half of the month. And then the last half is when unfortunately, that's when it's my time to, pay the piper or whatever the phrase is. Good morning. Reading Your Knife, My Heart. Ooh, very nice. Sounds like a darker title. Tennille might start with a few chapters of A Day of Fallen Night. You gotta finish that book in a timely fashion. Libby is telling you. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Hello, Prince. First day of summer vacation. Oh my gosh, you booked an Airbnb for the night to have peace and quiet, to focus on your. That's a lovely way to treat yourself. Congratulations on making it to summer vacation. I know there are quite a few people, depending on where you are in the world. It's also like graduation weekend for some. And so, yeah, celebrate and enjoy possibly, your first day of summer for some of you. That's awesome. And also, what a lovely way to treat yourself is just giving yourself time to focus on yourself, relax, read. Yeah, that's wonderful. Good morning, Rebecca. Listening to Veil of Dreams by C.N. Crawford and Alex Rivers. I find it so interesting, like a duo writing team or something, when there's a project that a couple people have worked together on. It's a really interesting process. Good morning, Patricia. Hope you're doing well. Tabitha, you'll be trying to finish Headlights. Oh, so you're still reading? I guess like you weren't hating it, right? You did say that you are, like it's just not meeting the expectations of the other two books. So I get that. And then I see Bia's here. Hello. Feeling a bit slumpy. Might try a chapter to find which book intrigues you. Yeah, that's a good idea. Take a breath. And there's always something else that you could do, even if you're not feeling like any books are attracting you. It's tough, especially if you're someone who's used to reading every single day. That can be really tough. Hello, Steph. Good morning. We'll be starting your sightseeing book. Awesome. Yes, book club. I put it on the calendar. I put it on the members' calendar that I am going to be posting the voting poll today. I got to narrow things down. You all gave such good options, and it's really tough. It's been tough to decide only because there's so many that I would like to offer. But again, I'm trying to make it a balanced list. So like if I have one category or like a type of book already chosen, I don't want two. Like I wouldn't want like two Gothic options, that kind of thing. So it's taking me a second to figure it out. And then we've got Rose working on A History of Life in 100 Fossils, full of great photos. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, that's probably so informative. That sounds like a really interesting book. Good morning, Anne. Working on your buddy read for A Day of Fallen Night. I wonder who you're reading it with. Obviously, it's Tennille. Awesome. Good morning, Shelly. We could never be sick of you. Oh, that's so nice. So for those who don't know, in the Amazing Readathon Discord, I was like, guys, I'm sprinting again. And I always feel a bit awkward having like my face come up twice. And so I was like, you guys aren't going to want to see me on like online. You're not going to want to see me live for a while. Finished Loving a Vampire last night. So now you're reading The Highland Fling. Very nice. And actually, speaking of finishing books, I have it in front of me. I did end up staying up late and I finished Dead Weights. I ended up deciding to submit this for the Amazing Readathons Leg 2 just because it fits. And I'm like, what am I doing? I finished this. I really enjoyed it. And so I just ended up submitting it. So now I'm working on sightseeing. If I get any of it done, we'll have to see. But yeah, this was so good. And I physically read it in one day. Like that just shows how good it was. It's not a long book either, but I'm not someone who reads very quickly. So I had such a good time with it. I would say it leans probably more thriller than horror, which is also kind of surprising because I'm not really a horror reader. But I mean, I'm not really a thriller reader, I should say. I like horror way better. But yeah, I'll admit that it's advertised as a gruesomely cathartic thriller, and I think that's right. I think it's more thriller than it is horror, actually. Probably depends on your definition of the two genres, though. And then I see that Nikki stayed up past midnight because your book got good. It was poorly. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I love that Shelly and Nikki kind of have similar, their two comments combined to my experience. I also finished my book like Shelly, and I stayed up way too late like Nikki. So here we are. You'll finish 3 bags full audio today, start a new physical book while you drink coffee. That's another thing I'm doing this morning. I'm drinking some coffee as well. I see that Che is here. Hello. It might be Shy though. Is that Cheyenne possibly? I just realized that could be like a nickname for Cheyenne. So maybe you go by Shy for Shy Heart. Oh, that would be really sweet. Kind of like a play on for like a shy heart. That actually sounds really sweet. Absolutely loved The Girl with 1,000 Faces, Deb says. Okay. I might have to throw it on the list. We'll see what happens. Good morning, Jill. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're doing sprints in the morning. Yeah, I really enjoy earlier sprints, actually. I think it's just the hard, the turnaround that I put on myself is that I think after we got off, I was like, okay, we're live 12 hours from now. Sounds good. But actually, I think I needed this because this morning would probably not be productive for me at all, if we're being completely honest. Shy won't be reading this morning. You got to leave home at by 9:30. Hopefully, we'll read later. Sounds good. Lovely of you to stop in and say hello anyway. I really appreciate that. Good morning, Megan. Just checking in since you're cooking brunch right now. Oh my gosh, I wish I was at your house. That sounds great. Okay, you're on scientists. Oh, let me just double check the results. It's so terrible. I like saw where my team was at, which sounds so selfish, and I remember seeing the others. Okay. Again, not revealing anything in case people missed it, but okay. You were a scientist. That's all I'll say. Very nice, very nice. Your team did great. And I love these little like highlighted comments. I need to get used to them because I'm freaking out whenever I see them. Remember to like the live show to show your love and support. Thank you so much, Bia, for using your power up message or whatever it's called. I can't remember what they called this. Super message. Thank you so much for using your super message to hype me up. That's really nice of you. Just remembered the watch along today. Oh, yes. Actually, I completely forgot too. Have a wedding this afternoon, so need to wash my hair earlier than planned. Yeah, there's always a lot of preparation when there's a big event like that, but have fun. That sounds great. And then I also see that Rachel's here. Good morning. You just hit Sunday here. Did you finish your 25? I did. I was of two minds. I was like, oh no, I probably will just go to bed. Then I was like laying in bed and thought, I might as well just read. And I actually had less than 25 pages. So it really wouldn't have made sense for me to wait until tomorrow anyway. And then Werecat got to, let me see here, got to Hans my book back. Oh, you got to hand your book back in 2 days. Oh no, you're only 17% through. You can do it. I don't know how big the book is though. Jess is reading Dark is When the Devil Comes. Hopefully gonna get it finished before like 3. You can do it. And then Star, hello. Oh, you're doing arts and crafts today. That sounds wonderful too. Take advantage of these sprints to do that. Good morning, Rain. Has been a rough day. Oh, haven't read one book. I'm so sorry. It's been rough days. Well, I hope today is the start of maybe getting a little bit better with every passing day. Just be kind to yourself. You know, sometimes we all get like that where there's a bit of time where it feels as though we aren't really seeing the light. So I'm so sorry to hear that. And then I am just going to scroll through to make sure I haven't missed any like questions because we are about to go into the next sprint. And the last thing I would want to do is miss a question regarding Amazing Readathon or TBRathon or anything. I don't see that. Oh, well, I do see this. How long will sprints be? Well. You know, maybe I want to keep that close to my chest. I'm just kidding. I'm thinking probably 3.5 hours. I think we're going to go 3 sprints. How about that? We're going to go for 3 sprints. And it's probably going to stick to 45. So if that is a good answer for you, then you're welcome. If not, I'm sorry. Want to know the results of Escape. Didn't do the readathon. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucas. Oh, I can always like pass that along to you in the library Discord for YouTube members. I can reveal all if you want me to do that. Okay. On that note, friends, I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. Happy reading. Oh, let me see if I can. I'll take away yeah, we'll go that way. And then only I'll know how much time we have on the clock. Hello, everybody. And hello, Bree. Welcome. How are you today?
Hello. I'm good. I have coffee, so we're good.
Yay. I know I'm nursing my coffee as well, even though it's not, I'm a couple hours ahead of you in the time zones, the time period, the
Don't
future.
worry, by the time it's that time for me, I will probably be on my second coffee.
Exactly. You're like, I'm just going to keep it coming. What are you working on today? Are you doing like admin stuff or are you reading?
I am doing work. I'm making some TikToks for Amy, and then also I have to write a script for it's not a podcast episode. We're calling it podcast episodes, but it's for the author course that I'm teaching. And so I need to write that script so I can record that this afternoon.
Mm-hmm. And it's always so different scripting it versus doing something because you're giving yourself time to like make sure you're not forgetting anything.
Right.
But I'm sure there's also when you actually perform it, making
and
it
then there's
like
natural. A slide deck and everything. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. More power to you. Yeah. So I ended up just doing a little bit of admin for most of this sprint, mainly because for YouTube memberships, and because Bree, you are a member, I ended up posting the choices for a September voting poll for horror. So we'll see how people feel about it. I know there's one author that you like, Bree, that's on there. So if anything,
I'll have to go look. I have not been on YouTube yet today.
Oh yeah. And honestly, probably a healthy thing. Don't need to be on YouTube all the time.
I mean, I just barely got into the Discord and was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure all of the notifications and just being like all of these channels are highlighted, meaning people are talking, and you need to make sure you're keeping.
Oh, I have the arc of that one. I want to read it so bad.
Ooh, yeah. So I mean, if you end up reading it,
I might end up reading it this month.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to let us know what you think then. I don't know. There's been a lot of chatter about another title, so I don't know if it's going to win anyway. It was more of this is my choice. I'm throwing it in. We'll see how people feel.
Yeah. I've heard mixed things about the other one that's popular.
Wow, interesting. Okay. So
I think it's because everyone really liked her last one.
Sure. Yeah. So there's expectations.
Is very different in vibes. And so the common sentiment is that they're like having to push through it.
Okay.
Like, oh,
yeah.
Ooh. Bad.
Interesting. Good to know. Yeah. So for those who are wondering, like, what are we talking about? I'll reveal.
I'm not going to say the titles if you knew, if you were trying to keep that a secret.
No, I'll reveal the titles. I did notify everyone in YouTube membership, so like they, if this is when they find out, it's like, well, they had other ways of finding out. But the one that I offered is Chuck Tingle's Fabulous Bodies, and that's the one that Bree has an arc for. Interesting.
Not only the arc, but I have the ALC.
Ooh! Oh my gosh!
Like,
even better. That's great. And then Japanese Gothic by Kylie Lee Baker, and then Moon of the Crusted Snow by Wab Geshig Rice. I'm gonna have to make sure I practice how to say his name so that I'm being like respectful and because I don't think I've ever said it aloud before. That one is
like kind of a legend in the horror space.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like dystopian. I feel like it's a little bit different. So all three are very, very different. But the one that apparently have been getting mixed reviews is Japanese Gothic, I think is what you were probably alluding to.
Because I think everybody really liked Bat Eater.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it was very topical. And, with Japanese Gothic,
we're dealing this one's more historical, isn't it?
Yes. I think it's two. So it's women from two different timelines, run from maybe like the 1800s and then one from more modern day. And they find a door that allows them to connect, I think is the way it's described. So it's historical, but also not, but it's dealing with historical elements, and it's Gothic, which I don't know if Bat Eater, because it's quite modern. I don't know if it's an urban. I don't know if that one would be deemed Gothic. I haven't read it.
I don't think that one's Gothic. However, she's written a fantasy that is a little bit more Gothic. Her debut series was fantasy.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. We'll just see. We'll see what ends up winning. But let's see. I've seen quite a bit of progress from people. We'll start here because 30 pages of Automatic Noodle. I hope you're liking it. That's a good one.
Did you like that one?
I did. I really liked it. I thought it was quite sweet. There's like a ragtag group of like robot characters.
Yeah.
I would say that it will feel lacking for some people as far as being like a grand story because it's quite
Because it's like 100 and something pages. Yeah. I have a
Yeah.
hold on it right now for the audiobook. I'm hoping it shows up by next weekend
Mm.
for a certain thing.
People are already talking about in the Discord. There have been a
I
few
know.
people saying, go to your libraries, grab as many like titles that can maybe fit that you can read quickly. Yeah, if people are picking up what we're putting down. What
Yeah.
are we doing next weekend, Bree? What's
You
going
know,
on?
there might be a thing where we have to destroy some villains, some monsters.
Ooh, I'm very excited. It's gonna be super
And
fun.
also the graphics that I have made for this might be the best ones I've made. If you're in my Patreon, you know, because we already did this for
Mhm.
a Patreon readathon last month because my Patreon gets to experiment with me. And I'm like, hey, can we
Privilege.
test this on a small scale before I throw this out to 1,300 people?
They're like, yes, please, right now.
So yeah, we're going full on murder mystery slash assassins kind of thing.
Okay, very exciting. I can't
Yeah.
wait. So yeah, stay tuned for those. And yeah, many people have already participated in this, like obviously in years past for Amazing Readathon.
It
But those
will
of
be a
you,
little bit different this year. So that way if you don't like reading small books, you're still going to be like helping just as much.
yeah, so that might be something to keep in mind too, because I think there are a lot of people who are specifically hoarding small books, which can work for you as well, right? Like that might just be the way that you want to plow through the weekend. But also don't want to intimidate those who are new. Don't worry, friends. Take a breath.
All will
It's
be
all gonna be fun.
revealed on probably Tuesday, maybe Monday
Okay.
if I can get everything together.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. And then let's see what else. I saw Sunward, another robot sci-fi book that is kind of deemed as like cutesy. I think it's got baby robots in it, apparently. And then On Vicious World by Bethany Jacobs. I've been meaning to try this series and author. Haven't gotten to it. How Football Began by Tony Collins. I'm imagining because it's J, we're talking football as in not American football. We're talking soccer, the way that we would describe it. Very cool. 50 pages in your book, Jen. Awesome. 3 chapters of A Day of Fallen Night. Might switch books in the next one. Sounds good. An hour left for Rebecca. Glad the 3 book is. Oh, then you can just jump right into book 3. Awesome. That's great. Morning, December. How are you? 63% into Make Me Better by Sarah Gailey. We were talking about this author not long ago because of how like spread out their canon is. There's a Salt Festival in the book. Salt Festival. So if anyone is looking for more holiday book options, what a cool concept. There are different types of salt in the world. And I guess with Sarah Gailey, it might be more fantastical or something. 3 chapters of The Thorn Queen by Sasha Payton Smith. Great, Amy. Oh yeah, hello, Carly. How are you, friend? 41% of the way through. 3 bags full. It's so good. And listen, I'm pretty sure Nikki had mentioned earlier that she wasn't a fan of the book. She was kind of pushing through. So depending on how people feel. But I'm so glad that you're liking it, Carly. Have you seen the film yet? Because we were talking about the Sheep Detectives because the film is out. Have you seen the film, Brie? Do you know about the Sheep Detectives, or doesn't seem like a film you're
I
interested in?
need to watch it. I'll
Me too.
probably end up waiting until it just comes out on streaming.
Yeah, makes
Because
sense.
I don't love going to a movie theater.
Mhm.
Because you
I
can't
know.
multitask at the movie theater. Sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
that's so interesting because it does force you to be like, I have to sit here. Like I can eat, obviously, or
Yeah.
drink, but then you can't really be doing things. So like you can
Yeah.
take out your crochet project.
Could you
Yeah,
imagine? I
maybe.
just bring my yard.
Yeah, and they're like, "What is she doing?" Yeah, with this one, I'm debating doing almost like a book versus film comparison because I have read the book and I thought that could be kind of
Okay.
fun because The Sheep Detectives has been like semi-popular lately, and I
Yeah.
want more people to read the book because a lot of people are surprised when they hear that.
Actually, I didn't realize that it was based off of the book.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it has like a really interesting story, like I guess
Some
backstory
of
because
the clips that I have seen have been
Mhm.
amazing. Plus, Brett Goldstein is in it. He plays two of the sheep.
Yeah, well, it's got a really great standout cast. Like, there's a lot of
Really
people who got
is,
involved
yeah.
in it, so it's pretty impressive. I've already heard that it's quite different in certain ways from the book as well. So depending on if people are kind of, we'll see how people react. And also, I think it was dampened down as far as some of the themes, so it could be family friendly. Because like Three Bags Full, it is like kind of like fun and like cozy fun
Right,
humor, but there are some like adult content things that go on as far as just like certain
right.
themes. And so I could see them being like, oh, we got to make this a little bit more kind of family stuff. Even though I've heard people cry too. I've heard people have been watching it and crying. So I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that it's like very emotional.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens when I eventually watch it. But so glad, Carly, that you're enjoying the book. It's so good. The second book is also really good too. And then, hello, Angela. Good morning. Glimmers of You by Catherine Cowles for now. We'll switch to the audio of Bishop by Sawyer Bennett. Hockey Romance. Those are going around. They're making their rounds per usual. Congratulations on finishing your second leg. Now, what's next? Maybe a sightseeing book? I don't know. Unless Brie wants to drop leg 3 all of a sudden. Maybe not. Maybe. No. Brie's like, no, I will
Like my
give you guys
microphone didn't
that.
want to turn back on.
It's like it went through like 3 different colors.
I don't know what's going on.
I do love your mic though. It's
It's fun,
really cute.
I it didn't come with like an instruction. It's just like plug it in, and you're like, oh,
It's
okay,
like,
I guess we'll figure it out.
yeah. Well, I had to even mine because it is like the touch for silent, like right here.
Yeah,
And I have to like keep reminding myself, like, okay, it took me a second to
yeah,
do
that's
it.
what I was doing.
Mhm. Uh, The Gray Bastards, 53%. Awesome. Oh, you saw a review that said it was Mad Max in Middle Earth.
That's a
Interesting.
fun mashup.
Yeah. And actually, you know what's so funny is when I saw Mad Max, I thought of literary Mad Max, the booktuber. And I was like, so that just shows that for some reason, I'm like booktube first. Part 2 in your book. Awesome, Kendra. Start A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. Rain, I hope you like it. I enjoy that series, weirdly enough, even though it's like cozy fantasy romance. I really like Sangu Mandana's writing. For Jay, the book has parts on how all codes of football came about, but mainly about soccer. That's okay. Okay. Oh, so like all types of football. Interesting. Picking up Automatic Noodle today. I hope you like it, Sarah Jane. It's a quick read, if anything, obviously, because it's a novella. And you should enjoy some of the characters at least. I just know it can be lacking because it's a novella for some people. Good morning, Jen. Making tea. Then you're going to have a quiet morning with Ancillary Sword. I need to make sure I continue that series because if I wait too long, I probably just won't because that's my MO. Victoria loved the Sheep Detectives movie. Awesome. Hello, Annika. Not reading, just hanging out. Totally fine. Struggling with a very unfortunate mid-year slump. I remember you had announced that in the Discord. Sorry to hear that, Annika. Everyone take care of themselves. Slumps happen though, whether we like it or not. Good morning, Jamie. Sheep Detectives was so fun. First time you've been to, the thing is, I haven't been to the theaters in years either. And so that's why I'm like, I don't even know if I would remember like what to do. Like, I feel like I would just be like walking around like a lost child.
Like the
So
high action ones are fine when you're
mm,
like watching it like and not doing something else, but because these are more like slower, like more, I don't know,
for
like ones that
sure.
you can still get the story just by like even just listening. Like
Mhm.
those are ones that I will like do something else while I'm
Yeah, and it feels like the type of movie that you would just love to like kind of cozy up with your blanket,
That's
and then
right, yeah. You
Mhm.
can't do that at a movie theater.
You can. You'd get weird looks. They'd be like, "What are
Right?
you
I'm like,
doing?"
I just want my
"Put it in my
fuzzy
coat."
socks and my cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, "No, it's not gonna work out." The dean at the university that, works at recommended the Sheep Detectives. Oh, in the new university newsletter. Oh my gosh.
Fun.
That's crazy. It is making its rounds though. I wish that more people knew that it was a book because they really like the movie doesn't really advertise it as a book. Even though Leonie Swan apparently is working on a third book now.
Oh,
So
cool.
clearly, like, she's been inspired to, like, keep writing, which is interesting. Oof. On that note, friends, we're about to hit 15 minutes. I should have warned you. Let me get us over. First of all, let me hide this comment. Oh my gosh, there's just so much going on. Make us tiny. Is the sound going to go off? Probably not. So I'm just going to fresh it up. And we'll see everybody in 45 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with us. everyone. Welcome back. Be sure to share your progress. Also, before I ask Bree how she did, we had Heather join us. Hello, Heather. You finished your Leg 2 book. Awesome. Crocheting some granny squares for your book blanket. And you've made such cool progress on that too. It's really fun to watch how you're creating the granny squares inspired by the covers. Very, very cool. But Bree, how did you do? What'd you get up to?
That was the work sprint. So I was just posting TikToks, and then I started working on the script, and I think I have the bullet points, which is pretty much all I need to do. I can go from there, but it's I have a problem when I'm doing long form content. When I do short form too, but I ramble and I go off on tangents, and I don't need that in a
No.
in a vlog. That's fine. In a episode where I'm needing to explain a topic, not so much.
I know that's my own issue as well. I like to ramble and go on tangents, and I'm like, come on, Leandra, focus.
Right.
They don't need to know all of this.
And I was like, if I script it, it'll make it a whole lot easier in editing, and then I can just go.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, I ended up having some snacks, but I do think next sprint I'm going to need to actually have a substantial lunch. And I am officially 87% of the way through the infinite sadness of small appliances, according to my e-reader. So I have 42 minutes left at my reading speed. I could finish it in the next sprint. Especially because I do have audio. I've been immersively reading it. So while I'm eating, I might just switch to audio alone, and then I could finish the book. And that would be my first sightseeing book in general for the Readathon.
So that's exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The only reason I was able to get a sightseeing in one was because I DNF'd my life book.
You're like, done, easy. I know, right?
And I was like, I got to 67%. We're gonna count it. We're gonna move on.
Yeah, and also, I mean, this was my leg book, so I need to make up for a little bit of having a short read. So I think it'll balance out, and because also even this book isn't very long. I think it's under 300. It's like 200 and something. It's a pretty short read as well.
Yeah.
Let's see, where should I start us off? 49 pages into Done and Dusted. Not normally a cowboy girly, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, we'll see. Hopefully you enjoy it. 8% for Sharani, your book, and 8 fried chicken. That sounds delicious. Only 30 pages. Only, come on, Annie. That's
pretty good for a 45-minute sprint.
Exactly. We didn't sprint for that long. I know. I think we're used to an hour or even longer, so it feels like you didn't accomplish much, but that's quite a bit. Not accomplished any reading. That's okay, fish. Built a couple of rocket ships with your kids. People, come on. That sounds really fun.
Who needs reading when you have rocket ships?
Yeah. And also taking a shower, even that, it takes me a lot to muster, get ready, and then there's post shower stuff. So present for Pandorica, very nice. Oh yeah, I feel like I haven't really seen too much team rep, friends. What teams are here? Who do we think is, repping the majority on sprints right now? Because that means you all are reading, and we might need to keep an eye on you because you guys are focused. So maybe you want to keep quiet. Maybe you don't want us to know who's here. Got back from Pilates, awesome, Temmie, in the middle of book 19 of the Odyssey, making progress. Ooh, chapter 1 of Project Hail Mary on audio while working on your Pride TBR reading journal spread. Cool. Yeah, and I think that there was confirmation that the audiobook for Project Hail Mary is quite good. So that's awesome. Some coffee, great, Annika. Chat with your cousin about graduation on Monday. That's what I'm saying. It's for quite a few people, it's a graduation season. This is the month where people are graduating, graduation weekend. We have a few assistants who are teenagers that work at the library, and they were talking about graduation weekend this weekend. So Kindle Unlimited, I'm pretty sure that is deemed yes, that works for leg 2 because you don't actually own the book, or does it not? Because I don't have KU, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Got to 40%. Great. Okay.
There we go.
We're seeing the emojis. Yep. Alonzi, past lore keepers. And also, I mean, feel free to share.
At this point, you're just creating a cult.
I know. I'm like, yes, we are. But you know what I love too is like trees, pears. We're just leaning into like naturey things, even though the year before we were stabby ghosts, like 2 years. So I don't know.
That's
So
true.
it's a haunted forest with pear trees. I don't know.
It's a haunted pear tree forest
Yeah, you know, that we all
that
know and
might
love.
murder you.
Yeah, the classic story. Oh gosh, story old as time. But actually, those of you who have participated either last year, for 2 years, and now this is your third, maybe this is your fourth year. Do you remember each team you've been on? Can you share the teams? That'd be kind of fun to see. For those who are, this is their first year, they can kind of see how the readathon has changed as far as theme goes.
Oh yeah.
Could be fun. Not my fault. The book is phrased. Oh yeah, because you are reading, like you said, I think it was a Italian historical narrative, Annie. I did see that comment. Geronimo. Good morning, more. Waiting on your headphones to charge. Then you can continue
The
with the
worst.
audiobook. I know, you're like, please. I don't have anything in my ears. Pandorica, lovely. Got a pair. Torchwood, I love it. Pandorica for life. Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, Heather definitely needs to, rep her team as a co-host. Alonzi hit the halfway mark for The Fox and the Devil. Awesome. 45% for Pete. Team spoilers. There are quite a few spoilers in the chat. Not that type of spoiler, though. Alonzi, awesome. We've got Geronimo here. Yeah, and a pear in a haunted tree. There we go. It's like the kind of Halloween version of 12 Days of Christmas.
There you go. There you go. Fun fact, the spoilers team was going to be called the Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey team, and I thought that would be hilarious, but also really hard to say in sprints.
Yeah, it'd be very, very long. That's, you know what? That's when you would only see rainbows.
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
wouldn't, yeah. Or
I
maybe
was like,
just
the
brief.
Wibbly Wobbly thing, on theme, it makes total sense because you can go out of order and all this other stuff. But it when I was trying to like say it in the announcement, I was like, no, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, maybe they would be called like the Wibblies. They'd be
The
like the
Wibblies.
nickname the Wibblies. It'd be so cute. It kind of makes me think of like, aren't they like the Wumbles? I think that's like a children's show in the UK.
Oh yeah,
Something like that.
something like
Yeah,
that.
I can't
Or
remember.
the
Are they
Weebles. Because
Weebles?
there used to be like this old children's toy that were like people, but they had bottoms that were round, and the
Mhm.
whole thing was like Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Weeble wobble. Oh my gosh, but they don't fall down. It unlocked a memory.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. So they probably would lean into that. And then Cadvale, I need to continue that series. So glad that you liked it, Kate. Third year, not a clue. Not a clue what's going on, not a clue what you did the years past. Totally understandable either way. Trees and pears, which makes sense. Pear tree. And then Pandorica, 29% into your leg 2 book. Work was stupid busy all week. Ugh, so frustrating. Yeah. And then Safe Grad, big party, alcohol free, hosted for graduates after graduation. I don't recognize this.
I don't think so, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is really nice to have. Third year, woohoo! Oh my gosh! With me, I agree with Bree that we have a little cult incoming. I am honored. The people who went from ghosts, Team Spooky, to trees, and now to pears.
Maybe
the
even
pipeline.
they started with plum.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're like working our way back. It all comes back to Plum. It does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Professor Plum rep. Anyone who was in that with the two of us too. You've got
the
your
funny thing is that with Clue, I specifically, like, when Rainey asked me to host, I was like, yes, but can I be Plum? Because I was doing like a dark academia theme that month, and I was like, so like, yes, like I will definitely do it, but also I need to be Plum.
Yeah, I was so happy when I got it too, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is on brand for me as well. I want to do this. And I think it was not going to be that, or like Colonel Mustard, I think, was left when I was asked. And I was like, I don't want to be mustard. I don't know. I don't, no offense. So yeah, it worked out. Funny considering the not Doctor Who theme. Why is it funny? Do we know? Maybe Kelly can give more, because I don't know much about why that would be funny. Pandorica. Yes, Torchwood as well. Memory of a Goldfish. Yeah, I tend to mix up truly. I mean, Bree had to remind me that we won last year as Lore Keepers. I was like, I haven't won in a while. And you're like, what are you talking about?
You're literally the reigning champion.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh gosh. Oh, whatever you do, don't let me do something stupid like eat a pear. I wonder if that's from Doctor Who somewhere.
It is. So when he regenerates, he doesn't have a lot of memories. But when he was the ninth Doctor, he didn't like pears. Doesn't like pears. And so then when he regenerated, he was like, he told the companion that was with him during the because the process of regeneration takes a little while for him to get back on his feet. And so he says something like, don't let me do something stupid like eat a pear.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because that is really funny. Some lore for people who don't know. Timey-wimey for sure. Yeah. Timey-wimeys. Always have a banana. Oh, wrong doctor.
Yeah, that's another.
Yeah. So I only know this from. I really like. The Wombles. So I only know this from Would I Lie to You, which is like a British panel show. I'm gonna just share it in the chat for people who need the description. But yeah, there is. It's called The Wombles. And it was like a children's show, but it's quite older, I think, generation. I don't think it's happening now. But yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Bro has the email on the submission. Oh, Bree has the email on the submission forms this year, so we can keep track. Yep, it's very helpful indeed. Weebles. Then can work one of my book club books into your TBR. Oh, amazing! That's great. 4th year, Yellow, Spooky, Illusionist, and now Alonzi. Ooh, okay. Now we're finally in the comments.
And they left you for a year.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's me, and then they're like, "Nope, we've had enough, Leandra." Okay, back with Leandra. Sounds good.
We've had enough of Leandra.
Yeah, we're like, we can't. We're gonna be illusionists. Team Yellow. Then skipped a year. Last year, you were on the non-competitive team. Yeah, very nice. LNZ this year. They're a thing in Montana. Interesting. So
That's
okay,
cool.
so maybe certain states.
Montana makes sense because it just feels like Montana, there's not as much to do in that state, and so the kids would probably go get drunk.
Yeah. They're like, we need to prevent this.
As someone who graduated in small town Texas, I also we probably should have had that.
Yeah, you're like, that was a good idea that did not make it to my area, unfortunately. Okay, so you got Team Red.
That's definitely what we did.
Yeah, and because I could see it also catching on, where once they hear about it, being like, "That's a good idea," and then so maybe it'll become more and more popular. Yeah. I was Team Red first year as well. That's when I didn't know what was going on, because it was my first ever competitive readathon, and I was like just trying to keep up. Oh goodness,
that's a crazy first year.
I know
the people that are. I have the question on there of is this your first year doing it, or how many years have you done it? And that's fascinating that it's there's 400 people that this is their first year doing it. But I also think it's crazy when people are like, yeah, this is my first ever readathon. I was like, this is a crazy first readathon.
Yeah. So yeah, seriously.
This one's chaos.
Yeah, and the random drops and stuff, because there are competitive readathons that don't necessarily have that element to it. So it's still,
Realm is a great competitive readathon. Tarot right now, a great competitive readathon for your first one to kind of get your feet wet. I applaud the people that start with Escape or Amazing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say this one and Escape for different reasons, because it's just you were moving.
And for them to be back to back is crazy.
Yeah, and there are some brave souls who've done
which
that,
is why nobody reads any books in July.
Yeah, that's when you're like, okay, we're all gonna take a break.
We're we're not gonna look at a book.
No, we're not. Let's see, 2nd year. But I know the first year you got completely lost along the way, which happens. And everyone take a breath. Totally fine, no worries. Loved the Wombles. Okay, 70s, 80s. That's what I thought. I was like, this wasn't I didn't grow up with it, especially because I didn't grow up in Britain, but yeah.
Interesting.
Thanks, Kelly. Very nice of you. Good morning. How are you, Carissa? Graduated in small town Mississippi. I get it.
Yeah.
We're like, mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing to do. Let's go get drunk. We have college friends. They will get us alcohol.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Especially with it being such a small town, and like
Yep.
they're kind of like older, like kids know the younger.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, we've already hit 15 minutes, which is crazy.
Oh wow.
I know. Well, there's a few more comments, so I'll get those, and then we can jump into our final sprint. That's what it'll be. Always had until midnight. Oh, and until midnight party with massive prizes. Actually, we did have that too. We
Oh,
had like a
that's cool.
lock-in. Yeah, we had that too. Actually, as seniors, after it was like, and it was right after graduation. Actually, it was like in the school. First readathon was Herked. That's also an interesting one.
I haven't even ventured into that one yet.
Me neither. Me neither.
I
Was
kind of want to go watch the video and be like, maybe I can build a TBR.
I know. The thing is, it's so tempting, right, to watch, because maybe I would like to just be more in the know. Because this year, whenever someone mentioned, "Oh, I'm reading this for Herked," I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, but I know it's probably tough.
Yeah, I kind of want, even just for like content's sake, I'm like, maybe I just want to build a plan.
Like, yeah,
and listen, I build a TBR for our fantasy every year, and I don't finish it. So like.
Well, that's the other thing, right? And I was talking about this, I think, in like a vlog, like not long ago, and I was like, making the TBR isn't the same as doing it.
It's doing it, yeah.
Different task, and we're not holding ourselves to it at all.
Exactly.
Like, it's just fun to make TBRs as well. It's fun to see if you can make pairings. It's almost kind of like a puzzle, like you're putting it all together.
Exactly. And I think like our neurodivergent brains just really love that.
Yes, exactly. So Escape was your first competitive. Wow, yeah. Running a readathon in July. Oh, very exciting.
Well, yeah, no, I hope nobody takes. I hope they don't take breaks then.
Yeah. You're like, no, please.
You're like, no, please don't.
Take a break in August, right? Like, it's always like next month, the month after.
That's the thing, though, is that there's so many readathons now, which I think is so cool, because like when I first started with like on BookTube, there was like Magical Readathon was a competitive readathon, and then there was another one, and I can't remember what it was called. The Biennial Bibliothon.
Oh, I had never heard of that.
That one is a very, very old one with some of the like really big book, like classic OG booktubers. That one wasn't competitive, but it had a lot of like, actually, I don't even think that one was a month. I think that one was a week, but you had 7 prompts, and the idea was to read like 7 books in 7 days.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, and I will say, I guess there's a difference between like a week-long, month-long readathons too. So like different tone as far as competition as well.
Yeah. But I think that's like every year there's just been something else that like ups the craziness.
Yeah, ups the ante a bit.
Because it used to be like, I mean, when Magical Readathon first started, it was literally just like, here's the list of prompts, submit your book and tell me what team you're on. And then at the end of the month, we'll tell you which team won. Like there was nothing like crazy about it, or it wasn't like, I don't even think there was a Discord.
Oh yeah.
What I think was the craziest thing is that the spreadsheet was public. So you could like, that's how you would go and tell if you had like submitted your book yet. I'm like, oh, I could never.
Wow, that would actually be
like
so
nobody sees this spreadsheet is someone will break it.
Well, you know what's also interesting, and I haven't seen another readathon do it. I haven't participated in this readathon, but is it the reindeer readathon in December where you don't choose the team you're on? It's just like made like it's all randomized. Like you're told what team you're on, and that's who you're repping for the month or something like that, which is quite interesting. More often you'll just find people are allowed to choose whatever team they want. But I do think that that's an interesting kind of change for some people.
Right.
We all really do like to have some lore behind our team names, though. You know, like you like to choose like who you are, what it means. Does it like match your personality?
Right.
Does
well,
it
or like you're
emoji?
following a person.
That's true too. Yeah. If you're like, oh, I really want to
like most of the times
when
I choose a team that I'm on, that I want to be on, then it's like it's because of the host.
Yeah. And it's fun because then you get to like, you know, especially if you're like, oh, I'm going to get some great recommendations from this person. I get to hang out with this person, and every host does it differently. Like the other thing is obviously we are only in one team, but I'm sure every co-hosts, like the teams are kind of organizing things differently, doing different strategies. And if you, you know, fit those personalities, it works out.
But I mean, it's a good way to like find new people too. If you're just like randomly put with these people, like It's a good way to make your force you to be friends.
I know us, like the introverted side of the internet, forcing us to make friends. Oh
Like, go talk
gosh.
to these people.
Yeah, exactly. Like be friendly, and you're like, hi, like this is, and it's like a child. This is what I'm reading. What are you? But this is my favorite color. Yeah, for sure. Back in elementary school days. But anyways, on that note, let me get the clock back up. I'm gonna restart it because those 4 seconds might be important to some of us. And we'll see you guys in 45. Thanks for hanging out. everyone. Welcome back. Let us know how you did. I ended up highlighting this comment for myself to remind everybody what we're doing.
That was also a good reminder.
I think somebody's arrived home. They're excited. Your other half is here.
No, he's leaving. I don't know why they're
Oh no. They're like, don't leave us.
No, I also may have forgotten about it, and then I was like, oh, is it noon yet? Okay, we're good. So then I set a timer for 10 minutes before.
Truly, because you're like, okay, this is happening. But then it's so easy to just get distracted.
Because I'm
and do a
doing
bunch of
something
stuff.
else, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. This is why I always schedule my meetings for mornings, and I hate afternoon meetings because I will forget.
Yeah. So in about an hour, 55-ish minutes from now, there's going to be a watch along in the Discord. Bree's going to host it. It's going to be a good time. And there are 2 watch channels. It doesn't really matter. Like, just join whichever one, and then
Fingers
you both
crossed
watch.
it works this time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. This is such a learning curve. It's a really cool addition, but it's like, man, Discord can really throw
Otherwise,
some...
we'll do 3, and I'll just because I have to like go in with my backup account. So otherwise, I'll have to like let you log into my Amazon and do a third one.
Right? It's just like there's gonna be 3 screens going. We're turning. Speaking of theaters, like Sheep Detectives, our Discord, your Discord is becoming a theater.
It's becoming a
home.
theater.
Its own way. You just gotta choose which theater, room you want to be in. Are you in theater A, theater B, whatever? Yeah. So for those who want to join, just wanted to remind, because I know that people can also get distracted who've been reading with us and stuff, and they won't remember, oh, that's what I wanted to do. Especially if they missed the last one, because if you were busy, or if it's a time zone thing.
I'll put an announcement in like 20 minutes. I'll do a 30-minute reminder.
Yeah, lovely. But yeah, so you got a bunch of work done, you're saying? Were you productive?
Yes. I have 18 total slides that I need to make, and I've got to number 11. So
Woohoo!
Hoping to get that part of it finished before the watch along.
You can do it. I believe in you. Do like your own mini sprint, before the watch along.
There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I really need a picture of a cat on a keyboard. And I was like, I could find a stock footage. It's fine. But I went into my Patreon because I know there's a bunch of people that have cats. And I was like, anybody have this in their camera roll they want to share?
Yeah. Does anyone want to make their cat famous in like a very
25 people
way?
that are in this course?
Right. Exactly. A small bit of fame is what it would be. Yeah. But yeah, so I ended up finishing the Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances. I keep wanting to say
that is the funniest title, and it sounds like it's honestly like a sad book, but it's the funniest title.
And it does tug at the heartstrings, but like I keep wanting to say the small sadness of infinite appliances. Like I keep wanting to switch the adjectives. And I'm I'm like, what is it? Is it small
Brave Little Toaster vibes?
Well, I read the author's note, and he basically said, yeah, this like is a nostalgic write for me because of my love of the Brave Little Toaster when he read the book when he was younger. Yeah, and I mean, I recall the movie at least. I didn't know it was a book, so that's kind of interesting.
Wait, I didn't either. I thought it was just a movie.
Which is also a theme today. Another example where like it's a movie, but there's also a book. Whatever that means. But yeah, let's see how everyone else. Oh, and I made sure to submit. That's another good reminder. We finish books and then we submit them. Yeah, don't forget that.
You never know.
You never know. Not to, instill fear in anyone, but a little bit of fear is fun. I think it's all good. A little bit of fear. Fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just grabbing where we're relatively near the bottom. We're at another 8%. Wonderful. 45% in your audio. 67% through Ancillary Sword. Amazing. Chapter of All Systems Read, which also means that, you made a chunk through. There's only a few. I think that there's only like 6 or 7 chapters in that book, if I remember correctly, because it's so short. But I'm glad you're liking it. I think, Isa, you might have been the one to say that you were reading it because I recommended it, which I'm honored. Thanks for being here, Rachel. And a huge thank you to Bree, our host, our leader, for, making an appearance. Definitely don't have to, but I always appreciate having company. Watched a couple of, June TBR videos. Sure. Yeah, of course. running some errands. So switch to an audiobook. Sounds great, Carly. And also, I don't know if someone responded to you, Carly, for the HERCED. You asked what it stood for. Hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. And the third version just dropped. I think QWERTY, it must be in like an announcement video or something. 30% into your sightseeing audiobook, The Most Dazzling Girl in Berlin. Awesome. I'm sure Team Geronimo appreciates that you're reading for sightseeing. No reading, that's okay. Lunch, drove your younger sister to work. I hope she appreciates that. I also ate lunch, but I only like had half my sandwich, and I saw the amount of time we had on the clock, and I'm like, I don't have
You're
time.
like, dang it.
My face. Yeah. I was like, if I'm gonna finish this, camera off, and I'm like stuffing. I was like daintily eating, kind of.
I will always turn off my camera if I'm eating because it just feels so awkward. I feel like like I'm just like, even if like we're in a sprint, it's not like anybody's watching you, but like just in my head, I'm like, someone's gonna be staring at me trying to stuff my face.
Yeah, it's like where you're a silent movie almost is what it kind of feels like. And especially like if they just look up for a second, you're just like, I'm like, I don't want you to see me in like a moment of vulnerability.
When we do all of the sprints this weekend, if my camera's off, like that's probably why.
Yeah, just
when
know
I'm like on
sprints
sprints all weekend long.
Yeah, so especially with Face Off, we're gonna be sprinting all the
We're
time.
not doing 48 hours on camera though.
No, that it's so interesting to like, think back to past years being like, wow, we did do that. Like we did do XYZ.
But see, I did that so I like that also played a role in who I chose as host because like we would like Crystal and Paige were both on the other like side of the hemisphere, and so like it was daytime for them when it was the middle of the night for us, and then like a couple of people like they tended to generally sprint late at night, and so like it just kind of worked.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, which we'll still have like a lot of sprints. It'll probably just be like 2 a day.
Yeah, exactly. Like it'll be a full sprinting weekend. It's just not like depending on your time zone.
It'll be very similar to like Pageathon that they did last couple months ago.
Yeah, perfect. And that's enough, right? Like sprints are fun, but we can also read without sprints, right?
Sleep is also good.
Yeah, exactly. Sleep is also good. Yeah, sleep, socializing. I know we hate doing it, but sometimes we have to leave our homes, all that good stuff.
What? This isn't socializing? What are you talking about?
Yeah. You know what, though? This is socializing for me.
It's about all the socialization I get at this point.
Yeah, like I don't know how the people in the comments feel, but for us, when we're done, I'm like, got my social out of the way. Don't have to talk to another person all day.
Literally in the chat, she's like, I'm going to sprint until this time. And then I'm going to disappear for a couple days.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I was like, you guys are not going to hear from me. I'm hibernating. Because yeah, I've sprinted. I've had my social battery for probably the next week, and I'm good. So glad you guys showed up because you guys aren't going to see me for a bit.
You won't see me until next weekend.
Exactly. 40%, awesome. 27%. Everyone's they're moving and grooving, and yes, just to confirm for those who might have arrived, we are wrapping up. But there's more sprints tomorrow. I can't remember who it is. Do you remember who's hosting? Tori, yes.
Yeah.
So
I know I'm gonna miss it because I'm gonna be at Pride.
I mean, it's a good excuse, right?
It's a good excuse. I'll catch you next weekend. Yeah.
And also, so this is the shirt I was talking about yesterday that you designed that I'm wearing. It's quite cold in my apartment because I've had the AC on, but I was almost going to wear my Dungeons and Drag Queens shirt, but I was like, no, I need sleeves. Yeah. But I'll wear it tomorrow, so it's fine.
There you go.
But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. 34% now. Amazing. Take some time to finish up some work. So hopefully you can do some fun stuff. But yeah, exactly. Like, and make sure you are giving yourself some time, unless, your weekend is a different time of the week. But if this is your weekend, friends, make sure you're taking time for yourselves. It is intense. HERCED is quite intense. But someone else commented that it doesn't seem as bad this year. I don't know if that's
I feel like last year's was like so overwhelming, and I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah.
Halfway through the announcement video, and I was like, nope, can't do that.
There's that. And what's another one that I think looks pretty tough? Like the name doesn't suggest that it's hard. I mean, as far as it's not trying to say it's hard, but is it 52 booked or something? Is it the 52 books challenge? That one someone shared with me, and there's like a full website, the creator.
I remember doing like the Pop Sugar reading challenge a while back. That one tended to get, like, over the past couple of years have gotten really, really specific in their prompts, which is why I stopped doing it, because I'm like, I read what I want. Like,
yeah.
I'm not finding books to meet a prompt. I'm reading books and seeing if they fit a prompt.
Right. And I think for me too, that at this point as well, like reading has been my saving grace with certain things that are going on. Like if life is really busy, if I'm stressed, allowing myself to be able to control my reading when other areas of my life don't feel like I can control it, there's a comfort there. And so, yeah, like sometimes the challenge is fun. It just depends on if it's the distraction you need or if it actually would be a detriment to what you do. I ended up sharing the link, but yeah, it's called the 52 Book Club. And it's 52 different books, like different, and it actually goes all across genres. I remember like a few people in my memberships do it. And they also mentioned, because I did a fantasy standalone recommendation, and a couple of them are like, great, that's one of the prompts for 52 book this year. And I was like, oh, wonderful. Didn't know. There's so many challenges going on. It's hard to keep up. So I was like, I'm happy to help you. Okay, so Herkid does have 2 easier versions this year. Oh, so maybe that's what's going on. That there's a couple versions, and and one of them is easier, and that allows balance too, so people can decide, which I do like. It's kind of similar to the way like our fantasy does it, right? There's like a hard mode and easy, and quite a few bingo cards and things have hard mode, easy mode. So, there's that. Honestly, QWERTY, says the idea behind Herkid is you're not supposed to finish. Yeah, you're supposed to, broaden your reason. Oh, that's nice too, to like really be like, and that's sometimes like a tough reality check. Like you're not supposed to finish this. And those of us who are completionists who maybe wanted, affirmation, wanted good grades, it feels like you need to complete, like, so I kind of get that. That might be hard for people who also like don't like to DNF, because they're like, oh no, when I start something, I need to finish it. Failed both 1 who failed 2, totally fine. Also made it harder for myself, but that's just for fun. Yeah, the fun of it, as long as you're having fun. Okay, so Herkid is definitely harder, than what this one is. Hasn't been that hard. I've done like 65% without reading specifically for any prompts. Lovely. And I do think that it does, this one also allows you to kind of broaden your reading. I appreciate the prompts. They were pretty cool. And that one might have a hard mode as well. I can't remember. But either way, friends, at this point, this is the time when we start to wrap up. Don't forget, at this point now, it's about 40 minutes from now. Those of you who want to be a part of the watch along, go hang out in the Discord, set some reminders, just like the way Bree has done. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us this weekend. Hope to see you guys tomorrow with Tori's sprints. And until then, good luck with leg 2, and get your books in. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for being here. See ya.